All right, thanks again for joining me. We have another CGC unboxing here. So we have 25 books back from CGC that, I cleaned and pressed these myself. And I think one of them I actually cracked open and cleaned and pressed it. We'll see. So of course, when you open up boxes with comics or even graded comics, you got to be careful with the cutter. But everybody knows that has since CGC they put this in top drawer. So I'm kind of rough opening it, just so you know. All right, so I'm gonna move this box down over here. Okay, and let's get started. Okay, again, I'm gonna try to do this in order so it makes sense just for myself, so I can make some comments along the way. Okay, good. All right, so first one. All right, the first book we have here, we have Aquaman number 4. This is from 1986. This is the Canadian price variant. So this one I thought was going to come back at 9.8, and it did come back at 9.8. So very, very nice. Very happy. All right, next. All right, Aquaman number 3, Canadian price variant. I thought this was going to be. It's okay, not disappointed. All right, so this one, Aquaman number 2, Canadian price variant. I thought this one was going to be a 9.8. It came back a 9.6. That is actually disappointing. I think this one I thought was a 9.8 for sure. All right, here we have Aquaman number 1 from the same series, Canadian price variant. This is the most important. I thought this was going to be 9.8. They did come back at 9.8, so very happy about that. All right, next. Let's see. This one. All right, we have Gargoyle number 1. This is the Canadian price variant as well. I thought this one was going to be 9.8, and it came back at 9.6. So that is too bad. I wonder why. I thought this was going to be a 9.8 for sure. That is too bad. Okay. All right, we have kind of a popular book these days or recently, Super-Villains Classics number 1. Galactus The Origin. This is the Canadian or 75-cent price variant. I thought this was going to be a 9.8, but it wasn't. It was 9.6. That is too bad, actually. I wonder why this is not a 9.8. This was a very nice book. Disappointed. I'm going to have to examine that one for sure. All right. Next, we have we have Blue Devil number 1. This is also the Canadian or 95-cent price variant. And I thought this was going to be a 9.4. And it came back a 9.4. So that's okay. All right. We have Uncanny X-Men 234. This one was a very interesting book for me to send away as kind of a test or experiment because the book was flawless. a 9.8, I thought for sure. But you can see how the cover is cut, not centered this way. You see, it's been cut off there, the uncanny. I know I've seen other books that the uncanny is really close to the very top of the page, but this one is kind of cut off, so I wondered if it would still come back at 9.8, and it did. So 9.8. Happy about that though. That's great. Let's see, next. All right, so next we have War of the Gods, #1. So this is from 1991. I thought this one was going to come back at 9.8, and it did. So nice. Nice. So let's keep going. What do we got? Okay, where is it? Oh, here it is. All right, so this one here, Batman 396, the Canadian price variant. I thought this one was a 9.4, but there's some tanning. The color, you can see the color at the back. So I thought, I don't know how much they're going to knock it down. So it's 9.4 with tanning, but came back at 9.4 white pages. So very happy with that. Oh, is that a scratch on that cover? Oh, look at that. Can you see that? That's actually a bad scratch. I don't know if you can see that or not. That is not good. It's too bad. Okay, next one. We have Green Lantern, 195. This is the Canadian price variant. I thought this one was pressed to a 9.4. And it came back at 9.4. All right. All right, we have two of the same books here. What did I think here? Okay, so we have two of these. One, this is Dead Man #1 Canadian price variant. I thought one of them was going to be a 9.4 and the other one's going to be a 9.6. So we have a 9.6. Nice. And then here is the other one. This one came back at 9.8. Very nice. Very surprised actually, a little bit. All right, so a lot of these books I do have comic pressing results, like before I sent them away. Like those two Dead Man books on January 8th and January 9th, I had posted videos about that. So if you want to check that out, please do so, and I will try to post a link in the description or during the video as well. So let me just try to get the next one here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Sorry. Just got to do this in order, just so I don't get confused or don't mix things up. Okay. All right, so we have Swamp Thing, annual #2. This is the Canadian price variant. I thought this one was going to be a 9.6, and it came back at 9.6. So pretty happy. I think this is a popular or a key book or a minor key book. All right, next one. Okay, this next one is a book I cracked open. All right, so we have Punisher #4. This is the Canadian price variant. So I sent it to CGC. I had them clean and press the book, and it came back a 9.4. And I looked at it and I thought, man, I think I can get this higher. So I actually cracked it open, cleaned and pressed it, and sent it away, and it came back a 9.6. All right, so that's decent. So these I will send in to CGC so they can update their census, of course, but happy with the grade bump. Okay, next. Right, we have Avengers Annual number 11. Not number 10, unfortunately, but this is number 11. This is Canadian price variant. And I thought this one was going to be a 9.6, and it came back a 9.6. So not disappointed. Very nice. Happy about that. And let's keep going. All right, Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 6. This is the Canadian price variant. I thought this one was going to come back a 9.4. It came back a 9.6. So definitely not disappointed with that. If it comes back higher, that is great. All right, so next we have order here. Okay. Okay, we have Firestar, the miniseries. So I have all 4 of these. It was a 4-book miniseries, and I thought number 4 here, this Canadian price variant, was going to come back at 9.8, but it came back at 9.6. So I don't know why. Well, I can see lots of spine stresses now. I don't think they were there, to be honest. So that's why recently I've been doing my comic pressing results video, tell me the grade, just so I have evidence of before and after in more detail. All right, so this one, Firestar number 3, Canadian price variant. I thought this one was going to be a 9.6, and it came back a 9.8. Then we have Firestar number 2. I thought this one was going to come back a 9.8, and it came back a 9.6. So this Canadian price variant as well. And Firestar number 1. So I thought this one was going to be a 9.8 for sure, and it came back a 9.6. So I'm very sad or disappointed about that. Okay. I can see spine stress right there. So my biggest worry or complaint about CGC is when it comes back 9.6, when I thought it was going to be 9.8, and the spine stress is right in the middle, because I really believe they grab a stack of books like that, and they might actually put the stress in the book. Anyways, I don't know. So like I said, that's why I am making those tell me the grade videos, just so I have very detailed evidence of before I send it to CGC, if that makes sense. All right, here we go. V number 1 from 1985. This is Canadian price variant as well. I thought this one was going to be a 9.6, and it came back a 9.4. So I'll be actually interested to check out why. When I see a dent in the book up there, that's something I should have noticed and repressed it, if that's true. I'll take a look at that one too. That would have been my fault. All right, next we have West Coast Avengers number 2. This is the Canadian price variant. I thought this one was going to be a 9.8, came back at 9.8. All right, 2 more books left. We have West Coast Avengers #1. So I thought this one was going to be 9.6, but it came back at 9.4. And this last book, I actually don't know if there's any significance for this book or if this book is popular at all. Sort of the Adam Special #1. I sent this in because it's Canadian price variant. I thought it's a for sure 9.8. So it was, or it came back at 9.8. So I'm happy about that. All right. So that's it for today. So please do hit the subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I will see you again soon. Thank you.